Okay, here we are. Good morning, everyone. I'm so excited you're all here. All right, we're going to start laying on our back. Arms on the side of the mat. Your feet are shoulder width apart and your knees are pointing up. All right. Press your spine down into the floor and then arch it back up. Big space. You want to go try? And press down and arch up. Good, so you get that nice stretch and then you're pressing down into your abdominal muscles. Just a little imprinting right here. Reach the fingertips towards the bottom of the mat. Make sure the knees are pointing up towards the ceiling and the toes are pointing straight ahead. On the next time you're pressing down, you're going to push through the heels and lift the hips up towards the ceiling into a bridge. And again, check here that the knees are pointing up. Take your hands behind the back, clasp them together, and reach the knuckles towards the heels. Open up the chest and shoulders, and lift the hips maybe a little higher so you get that glute and hamstring activation here. Then bring the hands back to the side of the mat and slowly press the spine back into the floor. Make an imprint of your spine into the mat. Don't skip over the lower part of your spine. Use those abdominal muscles to press that part down. Good, and once you're down there, keep your abdominal muscles engaged and let's do a little walking. Right leg comes to tabletop, taps down, left leg. Alternating lift and tap. And if you want to add on, you can bring your hands behind your head and lift the head and shoulders up. Look at your knees and that'll keep your neck in alignment with the spine. So my head is just resting in the hands. I'm not pulling on the neck. We're going to do one more on each side. Good, and bring the feet down, the hands back down, the hips back into your bridge. And we're just going to alternate, lift up one heel at a time. So hips are lifted, glutes are activated, and you're adding the calves to this exercise. Reach those fingertips towards the bottom of the mat. Press the shoulder blades into the floor. One more on each side. Good, and then slowly press the spine back into the mat. Now once you're down there, keep your abdominal muscles engaged and bring your legs in tabletop. The knees are over the hips, the bottom leg is parallel to the floor. And we're going to tap the foot down and lift it back up. Tap and lift. And again, if you want to add on, you can lift the head and shoulders up, bring the hands behind the head, keep the elbows open. Think about using your abdominal muscles the whole time here. Keep everything nice and stable. Good, one more on each side. Then bring the feet back on the floor, the head down, the hands down. The hips come back up. And this time we're going to do our walking in the bridge right here. So right leg comes up, taps down. Left leg comes up, taps down. Keep the hips lifted though, so the glutes are still activated. Are you feeling your glutes, guys?
I feel my glutes.
Good. Let's do one more on each side. And then slowly press the spine back into the mat. And once you're down, keep your abdominal muscles engaged. You're going to bring your hands behind the head. Lift the head and shoulders up. You're going to look at your knees. From here, exhale up. Inhale back to starting position. Lift by using your abdominal muscles. Don't let the head come back down on the floor. And make sure you're not pulling on the neck. Blow the air out on the way up. Then hold it at the top right here. Keep the chin tucked in. Reach the right arm to the outside of the left thigh and exhale over. Inhale back. So now you're working your obliques, those muscles on the side of the torso. Reach. One more. And then switch sides. I hope they're doing a good job watching and doing, not just watching. If you're just sitting on the sofa watching, you better get on the floor and start doing the exercise. 2 more. Good, and bring the head back down, the hands back down, and lift the hips back into your bridge. You're going to extend the right leg up, then dip the hip down and lift. You're pushing through the left heel, so you're engaging the left glute. Press through the heel. And then hold the last one up here. You're going to bring the right knee to the left knee and then back up towards the ceiling. Inhale down, exhale lift. Keep that hip lifted so the left glute is still working.
I feel it.
Woo, you feeling the booty?
I feel it.
Charles, are you feeling this?
Oh yeah.
Good. One more. Bend the knee. Extend the left leg up. Dip down and lift. Push through the heel of the right leg. One more. Keep the hip lifted, left knee to right knee and back up. Inhale down, exhale lift. Continue reaching those fingertips towards the bottom of the mat so your shoulder blades are drawn down. Are we synchronized?
That's right.
One more. Bend that right leg, the left leg, and then slowly press the spine back down into the floor. Good. Tuck the tailbone under. Bring your legs to tabletop. You're going to put your hands on top of your thighs. This is Kendall's favorite exercise. You're going to press your palms into the knees into the palms. Draw the shoulder blades down. Pull the belly button in and flex your feet. Oh, and breathe. Push both ways. Everything in your body should be working here.
It's shaking.
It's shaking, that's right.
It's shaking.
Hug the knees, relax. We shall do that again because it was so much fun.
Sabine.
Oh, I know. Here we go, legs on tabletop, flex the feet, palms onto the knees. Press into the knees, into the palms. Draw your shoulder blades down, that rib cage down. Should we make it more fun? Extend the left arm on the right leg. Oh, sorry, left arm, left leg.
Left arm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so much more fun.
And switch. And switch. Push into that knee and switch.
Oh, man.
Good. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock it a little bit from side to side. This is
relaxing.
He thought Pilates was supposed to be relaxing. You can tell it's his first class with me. All right. Hold it in the center. Extend the right leg out. The left leg pulls in towards the chest. Switch. Now you can modify, bring the legs up towards the ceiling or bring them closer to the floor. You could also lift head and shoulders up and then pull the knee in towards the chest. Keep your abdominal muscles engaged. Give that leg a nice little hug.
I think for our next video, we need to wear some color.
No, right? One more on each side. Good. Hug the knees into the chest. Relax your head. And bring the hands behind the head, lift the head and shoulders up, the right leg comes out again, left leg in and switch. So same leg movement, just the upper body stable right here. Anytime you feel the lower back, just bring the legs higher up towards the ceiling here. And creaking. One more on each side. Good, hug the knees into the chest, relax. I give you that break so you can fully engage the core muscles for the next exercise. So, here we go, hands behind the head and shoulders lift, right leg out, right shoulder, left knee, and then switch. Keep the elbows open so you're really reaching with the shoulder to get a little bit more rotation in that torso. How about one more on each side? Good, hug the knees. I'll give you a little stretch, bring the arms overhead, the legs out. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. And then bend the knees. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Crissy wants to go side to side.
You're welcome.
She's a lot nicer than me, apparently. All right, bring it back to the center. Tuck the tailbone under. Extend your legs up, heels together, toes apart. You're going to hold on behind the left leg. The right leg comes towards the floor. You can lift head and shoulders up and pull the leg in towards you. So you get a nice stretch in the hamstring here at the same time. But if this bothers your neck, just keep the head on the floor. One more on each side. Hug the knees, take that little breather. Bring the hands behind the head and shoulders lift, the legs extended. Right leg down, up, left leg down. If you feel this in the lower back, you can always bend the knees or not bring the legs so far down, or you can put your hands under the hips here. How are we doing, Charles? Are those tears? Hug the knees into the chest. The next one is the super fun one. Right legs extended, hands behind the head and shoulders lift. Right leg down, right shoulder, left knee. Switch. You can always go back to this last exercise we did with the bent knees. So. One more on each side. Hug the knees into the chest. All right, hold on behind your thighs and rock yourself up. And bring the legs around. Smile at the camera. Cheese. All right, hands are under the shoulders. Open the hands nice and wide, so press those fingertips down into the floor. The knees are under the hips. Round your spine, bring your chin to your chest. And then drop the tummy down, open up your chest. Oh, stretch out those abdominal muscles. Exhale, arch. Inhale, drop down. One more time, exhale, arch. Inhale, drop down. Then you're going to bring your spine into neutral position. Draw your shoulder blades down, pull the belly button in, extend the right arm out with your thumb up. The left leg, flex your foot and push it back to the heel. So your hips are parallel to the floor, your neck is in line with your spine, the left hand is directly under the left shoulder, and breathe. And switch. Extend the left arm and the right leg. Reach. Try not to let the hip come up. Good, and switch. And one more time, switch. Good, then bring the hand down and the knee down. Draw the shoulder blades down, pull the belly button in again, tuck the toes under, and lift the knees just barely off the floor, so just hovering. Push through those fingertips, breathe. You should feel the front of the legs, the quads working. If you want to add on, you're going to tap your feet from side to side, or just hold it in the center. Let's do that one more time on each side. And then lift the hips up into down dog. The heels go towards the floor, then chest towards the thighs. Your hips up towards the ceiling. Relax your head. Then from here, come forward into a high plank. So my wrists are under my shoulders. I can modify this by bringing the knees down. Draw the shoulder blades down, pull the belly button in, breathe. Walk the toes a little closer towards your wrists and then push back through the heel, reach forward to the crown of the head. Make sure you're breathing. Squeeze your glutes, your quads, your hamstrings, your calves, your inner thighs, your chest, your shoulders, your biceps, your triceps. I don't think there's anything left to squeeze.
Fingers.
Breathe. Everything should be shaking here. Good. Drop the knees down, flatten out the feet. Push it into child's pose for a second. Then come to the front of the mat with the elbows under the shoulders. Your hands are relaxed in front of you.
And only 1 second.
Oh, they know. They know my child pose is not very I think it was actually 2 seconds. All right, draw the shoulder blades down. Pull the belly button off the mat. Tuck the toes under if you want to come into full plank. Lift the knees off the floor. Walk the toes a little closer towards your elbows. Push back through the heels. This time the heels are going to come together. The toes are apart. So again, squeeze glutes, quads, hamstrings, inner thighs, chest, shoulders, biceps, triceps. Everything is working. Breathe. If you feel in the lower back, you just drop the knees down and modify. Bring the heels apart, drop the knees down, flatten out the feet, come on top on your tummy. You're gonna reach the arms overhead. Palms are facing each other. Look down at the mat, lifting up the right arm and the left leg. Tap it down, left arm, right leg. Alternating lift and tap. This is a lower back strengthening exercise, but you're also working the glutes, the hamstrings, the upper back, the back of the shoulders. We'll do one more on each side. Good, then give me a little pillow with your hands. Relax your forehead and bring your feet mat width apart. You're going to lift up the right leg, tap it down, left leg. Think about using your glutes to lift. Do one more on each side. And then lift both legs up at the same time. Lift and hold. And relax. And lift and hold. And relax. One more time, lift and hold. Bring the feet together, the hands under the shoulders, and push it into child's pose to release the lower back.
10 seconds.
10 seconds? Whew, that would be a long time.
You know, fall asleep.
Come back onto all fours. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Draw the shoulder blades down, pull the belly button in. You're going to bend that right, lift that right knee off the floor, flex that foot, and push the heel up towards the ceiling. You can stay here, or if you want to add on, you can extend the left arm out, thumbs up. Keep the hips parallel to the floor. Engage the glutes by pushing through the heel towards the ceiling. Then hold the leg up here, extend it and bend it for a hamstring curl. You can always put the hand down to modify. You guys look awesome.
Thank you. Back at you.
Keep the leg extended here and give me little lifts. Tiny little lifts so you'll feel a little bit more in the glute. Hold the leg up here, bring the elbows under the shoulders. You're going to tap the leg to the right side of the mat, big half circle to the left side of the mat. Tap to the right, back to the left. You're going to start feeling that left leg working now too on the outside. Keep your belly button pulled in.
You looking at my belly button?
I'm looking at it. It's pulled in. One more. Good. Drop that knee down, push it into child's pose. We could leave it at that, or we could do the other side.
Okay.
We'll do the other side. Hands under the shoulder, knees under the hips. Draw the shoulder blades down, pull the belly button in. Bend the left leg, flex the foot, push up, and if you want to extend the right arm. Stay nice and tall through the chest.
Oh, we can't leave 5 minutes. And rest.
Keep the leg extended up and then extend it and bend it. There's a little grumbling coming on from the peanut gallery over
From
there.
the back mat.
But he doesn't understand rest.
Rest.
The back mat has an accent.
Keep that leg extended and then little lift. Charles is telling me about rest. Ha! That's a joke right there. You feel the glutes? Good. Good. Hold the leg up here. Come onto your forearms. Elbows under the shoulders. Tap the leg to the left side of the mat. Big half circle to the right. And switch. And switch. Belly button's in. Let me see your belly button, Charles.
Mine is in. All
It's
the way
in all the way.
to my spine.
I see it coming out of the back.
It's all the way to my spine.
One more. Good, bring the knee down, the hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes under, lift the hips into down dog.
What happened to child's pose?
Well, we're gonna walk out your dog. It's almost as good as child's pose. So bend one knee, push the opposite heel down, keep the chest pressed towards the thighs, the fingertips into the floor, and the hips up towards the ceiling. One more on each side. Come back into full plank. Hands are under the shoulders. You can always modify on your knees. You're going to tap from side to side. one more on each side. And then drop the knees down so you modify it. The left leg comes out to the side, the right leg extends, and the right arm comes up. And you only can see our good side now.
Here we go.
So my left hand is direct hand on my left shoulder. My shoulders are stacked, my hips are stacked.
Belly button.
The belly button is in.
Stack.
You might as well keep the belly button in until the end of the class. Rotate back to the center. Bend the right leg out to the side, extend the left leg, and bring the left arm up. Look at your hand. Is the right hand under the shoulders? Good. Come back to the center. Bring the elbows under the shoulders. Tuck the toes under, lift the knees off the floor if you want to, or stay on the knees. We're going to dip the left hip down, center, right hip. So I'm showing the modifications here with the knee down. Good. Think about those obliques as you're lifting back to the center. How about one more on each side? Good. Then put the knees down and walk the hands back into child's pose. I'll give you a little extra here. So walk the hands to the left side of the mat and press the right palm down into the floor. And then do the same thing on the other side. And then walk her to the front of the mat. We're going to do a little bit of stretching. So bring your hips forward, drop them down towards the floor, chest up, maybe knees off the floor into up dog. Shoulders are down. You're cramping?
Yeah.
Tuck the toes under, lift the hips back into your down dog. Come forward into high plank. Alternating, lifting up one leg at a time. You can do this on the knees. It looks like this. When you're lifting that leg up, think about reaching through the heel, elongating that leg. Try not to look at your toes. They're there. No need to check on them. One more on each side. Drop the knees down. Take the left leg to the side. Right leg extend, right arm comes up. You're back in side plank. Look at your hand. Is it right under your shoulders? And add a leg lift. So leg comes up, taps down. One more. Good. Rotate back to the center. And do the same thing on the other side. Lift the leg and tap it down. Smile.
Cheese.
Wave to the camera.
Hi.
Hi guys.
Hey guys.
Charles can't talk right now. He's busy.
He's busy breathing.
One more. Come back to the center. Swing the legs around. I'm going to give you a little bit of a break on your wrists. So, we're going to sit here with our feet shoulder width apart. Shake out your wrists. Bring your hands behind your thighs. Roll your shoulders back and lean back. So just in this position, my core muscles are engaged. I can add on by lifting the feet off the floor. I can add on by bringing the arms out to the side. And we smile, of course, on this one. Good. Bring the feet down, round it out. Take a little breath. It's a new word. They know me. They know my language. Lean back, shoulders down, legs up, arms up. If you want to, extend the legs out.
Did you see those legs?
You got it. Oh, we can't do a high five, so we have to elbow. Bring the feet down, round it out. All right, bring those feet shoulder width apart. You're going to roll halfway down. So inhale here, exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin in. You're going to only come halfway down as you hold it there. Inhale, and then exhale, roll yourself back up. You can do this with the arms extended. So inhale here, exhale, round. Hold it as you inhale, exhale, come back up. Let's do that one more time.
Okay.
You have no choice. Exhale up. Good. Extend the legs. Flex the feet. Inhale here. We're going to roll all the way down back onto our back. Nice and slow. Take your time. Use those abdominal muscles.
This way you go to the top.
Are we going back up?
Let's try it. Inhale here. Exhale. Blow the arms. Look at your toes and come back up. You can always do the half roll up. All right, Charles, you need help? Flex your feet. Take a can of beans. If you can't get up, hold the beans in front of you and slowly come down.
Hold the beans.
Hold the beans. Hold the beans.
Don't spill them.
Inhale here. Exhale, blow the air out. Tuck the chin in.
I like this one.
Let's do one more time then.
Okay.
All right, here we go. For Crissy.
The washing go down.
Exhale, back up. Excellent. How about we're gonna go on your side? Left elbow under the shoulders. All right, I have a nice straight line from my ear to my hip to my heel. I'm gonna bend my top bottom leg so the knees are still stacked and the hips are stacked. And I'm gonna lift the hip up. So I'm in a modified side plank with the elbow right under the shoulder. The right arm is up. Lift the top leg up. You're gonna point, bring the leg forward, flex, bring it back. Try not to move the rest of the body. Point
Do not
and
move
flex.
Kick Crissy.
Sabine.
What? Is he kicking you?
Kicking me.
Charles. Charles is not in charge. Flex the foot forward. Point back. Flex and point. No moving the rest of the body, just that leg. Good, bring the leg down, bring the hip down, switch sides.
Oh.
Yeah, let's do it this way so they can see
Face the camera.
the scene yet, and so our butt doesn't face the camera. Elbow under the shoulder, bend the bottom leg, knees are stacked, hips are stacked. Hip come up, arm comes up, leg comes up, point forward, flex back. Be nice, Charles. Point and
I know why she wanted to turn the other way. So she would kick you back.
Kick in my
Ah,
face.
you need to kick it now.
It didn't work out. Thanks again.
All right, you're gonna flex forward, point back. Are you guys still with me? Don't sit on the sofa, Chris.
I think we
last
got one
one.
more.
Yes, bring the leg down, come back to the center. All right, I think we should go back into a plank. Regular plank, elbows under the shoulders, shoulders down. Lift the hips up, tuck the toes under, come on up. Toes are a little closer towards the elbows, push back through the heels. Reach forward through the crown of the head. You're going to push forward through the toes, back through the heels. So you're moving your body forward and back parallel to the floor. You feeling this?
Mm-hmm.
No?
Oh, yeah.
If we don't feel it, then we'll have to keep going.
I feel it.
One more. Good. Hold it. Bring the knees down, hands under the shoulders. Alright, you can bring the left leg out to the side, come into modified plank, or you can keep the legs extended and come to a full side plank. Make sure the hand is under the shoulder. The shoulders are stacked.
I'll show the modification.
Good. We have to have somebody show the
I'm here for
modification.
you.
Bring back to the center. Rotate to the other side. And we can always add on to this, so come back to the center, rotate to the other side, and lift up the top leg into star.
And we're at the expert level at the back.
I can cushion right now.
Bring the leg down, bring it back to the center, and switch side. He could push you right now, too.
I
Breathe.
did it though.
We could hold it here for 5 minutes, but that would be boring.
Let's just
Bring
show
the leg
off.
down, back to the center, knees down, push it into child's pose. Whew, he deserved this 2-second child's pose.
I think we're on
3 seconds?
4.
All right, let's come on your tummy. Your feet are mat width apart. You're going to turn your toes out and reach your hands behind you this time. Palms are facing up. Roll the shoulders back and reach towards the heels. Then lift the legs up. Look down at the mat. Think about squeezing the shoulder blades together and reaching the fingertips towards the floor, towards the heels. Breathe.
What is it? Toes, heels?
Toes, heels. Whatever you can reach first. Relax. All right, let's do that again. Lift up and reach. Breathe and relax. And we're going to add on. So lift up, pump the arms up towards the ceiling. Use those triceps to push up. You should be feeling your lower back glutes, hamstrings, upper back, back of the shoulders, triceps. Yes?
Triceps, check.
Woo!
Glute check.
Glute check. All right, bring it down, bring the feet together, the hands under the shoulders, release the lower back in child's pose.
Woo.
All right, I think we should make it just a little more challenging now, since we're warmed up, right? Hands under the shoulders,
Can't
tuck the
stop
toes
it.
under. You're gonna take that right knee to the outside of the right elbow. You can do this with the left knee on the floor, hold it,
Oh.
like a mad Katie. Bring the leg back, and left leg to the outside.
Why is Katie mad?
And switch. Breathe.
Breathe.
Switch. I hear a little moaning and groaning going on next to me. Love that sound. How about one more on each side? Extend, last one. Extend, bring the knees down. Woo, and bring the legs around. Okay, so my class knows that we love rolling like a ball. Have you guys done that?
Sure.
Yeah, Charles is like, yeah, sure. All right, rolling like a ball. Take the hands, put them around your ankles. Tuck the elbows in, lift your feet off the floor, tuck your chin in. When I'm coming back, my head does not touch the ground. So inhale here, exhale, come down, and up, and balance.
Oh.
Oh, balance, Charlie.
found it very well.
You said roll like a ball. You gotta keep rolling.
No, don't keep rolling. Are you ready? Down, and up,
And hold.
and balance. Yeah, there we go. Down, and up, and balance. Yeah, one more. Down, and up, and balance.
Stick it.
All right, bring the feet down. One more?
One more.
Oh, wait, we're adding one. So, they have no idea what's coming, but you guys do. All right, open leg rocker. Your modification is right here. Your full open leg rocker is right here. All right, tuck the chin in, inhale here, exhale down, and up, and balance. Woo, beautiful. Come on down, and up, and balance. Woo, let's do it again. I think she thinks we're on to the next exercise already. How about one more?
I'll do one more.
All right, so the class is laughing right now because they know what is next. All right, clap the hands together. Bring them between the legs. Grab the outside of your ankles. Bring
Why
your
did we
feet off
have
the
to
floor.
stick our hands together?
It's just fun. All right, this is called seal. And you guys, if you're at home, I want to hear you barking like a seal. You're going to clap the feet together 3 times in the front, 2 times behind the head. You're going to bark like a big old daddy seal in the front and a baby seal in the back.
What?
All right, here we go. Arf, arf, arf. Come on up. Let me hear it. Arf, arf, arf. We're doing it till Charles barks. Arf, arf, arf.
Oh, yeah.
Keep going. Arf, arf, arf. Arf, arf, arf. Come on up.
This is what you guys do in here, really?
This is an exercise, I know.
I doubt they checked out already. Nobody's doing that. They're gone.
All right. Left elbow under the shoulders. We're going into side plank again, so bend the bottom leg, hips are stacked up, and the arm comes up here. If you want to add on, the bottom leg will be extended here. You're reaching from here, inhale, exhale underneath. Inhale, exhale back up. Reach, and back up. Good. Think about those obliques. How about one more?
Okay.
And if you want to here, lift up the top leg into your star. Smile. Bring the leg down, bring the hip down, switch sides. All right, elbow under the shoulders. Bend the bottom leg, lift the hip up, or extend the bottom leg here. Inhale here, exhale, reach. Inhale, exhale up. We have one more, 2 more.
3 more.
3 more.
One more.
1 more. And then give me that top leg up into star. Smile. Bring the leg down, the hip down. All right, bring the legs around. You're going to come onto your back again.
Yay.
Yeah, oh, seems so nice back here, doesn't it?
It's
All right, hands behind the head and shoulders. No, we started late.
No, we didn't.
Tuck your tailbone under, bring the legs in tabletop. Exhale up, inhale down. Remember, the knees are directly over the hips. The bottom leg is parallel to the floor. You're not pulling on the neck. You're using your abdominal muscles to lift. Two more. Good, hug your knees into the chest. Then you're going to take your hands and lift, put them underneath your hips so your hips are slightly elevated. Bring the legs in tabletop. You're going to tap the heels down, lift them back into tabletop. Inhale down, exhale lift. You're not arching your spine when you're coming down, so keep your core engaged. You can stay with this exercise, or if you want to add on, extend the legs, heels together, toes apart. Inhale, straight legs come down, exhale lift. You can add on by bringing the hands behind the head and lifting head and shoulders up. Two more. One more. Good, hug the knees into the chest. All right, so put the hands back under the hips, extend the legs up, bring the legs to the left side of the mat. You're going to bring the legs down, around, up on the right, lift the butt off the floor, and then back down on the right, around, up on the left. Like a big smiley face on the sky there. Ooh, good. Did we break you, Charles? One more on each side. Last one.
Hug your knees.
Good. Hug the knees. All right. Hold on behind your thighs and lift yourself up. All right. I'm going to scoot back. Crissy stays in the middle, and Charles is going to go a little bit further to the front. Your feet are shoulder width apart here, arms in front. Inhale here. Exhale. Reach forward. Pull the belly button in. Inhale here. Exhale, nice and tall. So you feel a nice stretch in the back of the legs. Inhale. Exhale. Reach. Inhale, exhale, back up.
Are we at the relaxing part?
No. Reach
Try.
and back up. One more. Good. Then bring the arms out. This is where we're trying not to hit each other. Bring your feet mat width apart. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate to the right. Center. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, rotate to the left. And center. And right. Try not to move your feet. Center and left. This is like the Three Stooges here. One more. Good. Then the right arm comes to the left foot. The left arm reaches behind you. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, the other side. Inhale up. Exhale, reach. Inhale up. Exhale, reach. Bring it to the center. Bring the hands down. Roll the shoulders back. One more set of exercises. Your feet are shoulder width apart. Your hands are behind you. Crissy, would you show the bridge, because that's your modification if you can't do this exercise?
On my back?
Yes, on your
Oh,
back.
this is gladly.
Yes, she's like, oh, no problem with that. So if you want to do the bridge like Crissy is right here, or hands behind you, roll the shoulders back, lift the hips up into a tabletop. If you want to join us, you can.
I'm good.
From here, I'm going to bend the elbows, lift the butt down, extend the arms, push the heels up, push the hips up. So I'm pushing through the heels, engaging the glutes. I'm working the triceps as I'm extending the arms. Then on this last one, hold it up right here and extend the right leg out. Good job with the modification, Crissy. And switch.
Good job, Charles, for sticking with that.
And good job, Charles. And switch. And then lift both legs up at the same time. Bring the butt down, cross your legs, and stretch out your triceps right here.
Okay.
Cross your legs.
I can't.
And switch. All right, bring the arms down. Extend the legs again. You're going to cross the right leg over your left thigh, so that ankle is on that top thigh. Then you're going to bend your knee, put the left foot on the floor, and then scoot a little closer to that heel. A little closer. Maybe a little closer. How close can you get?
Not very. Can we do some more hamstring stuff?
We will. Rock your hips from side to side.
Maybe.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
Cry, baby.
Look how good they're doing over there. I think they're still there. Good. Bring it to the center, scoot back. Oh, switch sides. So the left ankle on right thigh, bend the knee, come a little closer into your heel. Oh, and one side is always a little tighter.
Oh, it's hot.
Oh, yeah, rock it.
You're supposed to scoot forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to scoot close.
Relax your face.
Relax your face. Good, and scoot back. Extend those legs, flex your feet. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach whatever you can reach. If that's only your knees, that's fine. If you can reach your toes, that's awesome. What can you reach? Charles? Charles, your toes?
Yeah.
Wow,
Not bad.
not bad.
What is that supposed to mean?
All right, sit up. You're going to take your left foot into your right inner thigh and just rotate a little bit to the side. Go. Grab that right ankle or the toes, lift the arm up and reach over towards the right. Stretch all those sexy muscles on the side. You feel the sexy muscles?
Mm-hmm.
Charles, you got sexy muscles there?
One.
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 And then rotate, looking at your knees. See if you shaved your legs this morning. Oh boy.
I can't reach.
You can't reach that arm? You need an arm
Got
extension.
That's what happened. Long arms.
Good. Slowly come up. You're going to bend that front leg. Put it behind you so the knee's still in front. Take the hands behind you. Lift the hips up. Push the hip up to the sexy thing with your hair right there.
I might fall out.
Charles, do the sexy thing with your hair.
I need the fan on me. On my head can go out.
We need our
You get a nice
production team to put the fan on.
You need that stretch of the hip flexor of the quad here. Oh, bring the hip down. How about the other side?
Somebody's crying.
Here we go. Charles is almost done. All right, reach for the first arm up and over. Are those tears, Charles, or is that sweat?
Oh, that's one tear.
One tear, two sweat.
Look forward at your knee. I sure hope you guys are having as much fun as we are here. Good. Come on up. Bring that left foot behind you, hands behind your thigh. Have your back and lift the hip up. Sexy thing with the hair. Come on.
Cute fan.
What's that Titanic song?
My heart will go
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Bring the hips down. All right, crisscross applesauce.
Oh.
Lift your butt up. Put it back down so all the stuffing is in the right place. All right, left hand, right knee, right arm behind you, close to your torso. Push yourself up nice and tall. So if your hand's closer to your butt, you get a nice rotation. Look over that back shoulder. Good. Rotate the other side. Yeah. I think we worked a little bit today.
Are we done?
Yeah, not yet. Bring it back to the center. Bring the hands behind the back. Clasp those hands together. Reach the knuckles towards the floor. This is the good part. This is so you'll come back.
Your good part and my good part not always match up.
No.
No.
Bring the hands in front of you. Push those palms away from you. Round your spine.
So far, so good.
Mm-hmm. Reach the arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Bring the right hand down. Lift the left arm towards the right. And the other side. Bring it back to the center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands heart center.
Are we done?
We're done. Don't go away yet. We're going to stop
We're done.
and look at you.
We're done. Oh, everybody get off the couch. Hurry up, hurry up.